All right guys, what is up? Cole here with Alliance Wake for a 2023 gear guide review. Today we're looking at the Rusty Snaggle Tooth 2.0 Dark Arts Edition. You're probably asking yourself, what is the Dark Arts version? And we're here to tell you it is this right here. You see that it's blacked out. It's got a really good carbon fiber layup going on here. And I will say right off the bat, when you step on this board, it is really responsive because it is also light, but because it has a really hard rigidity to it with this carbon fiber layup to where it just responds. When you turn, anything you're doing is just immediate, and I really enjoyed that about this board. On the top here, it comes with a front pad and a back pad. I really like the grip on these pads they got here. It covers the whole board. You don't have to worry about slipping off or not having any traction on your board. You're definitely gonna be covered there. You don't have to get wax all on your boat or anything like that. On the bottom here, we are running the twin fin setup. That's what it comes with. Last year, they had multiple options for fin setups. This year, they're just running the twin fin. The tail is kind of like that squared off tail. It's got a little bit of a point, but with those tails, I feel like you get a lot of power out of your surfer, a lot of surface area to push with, generates a good amount of speed and pop. These fin boxes are future fin boxes, so you can put whatever fins you want in there. If you look at the nose, obviously that's what makes the Snaggle Tooth, kind of its signature look. I think it looks cool. No one out there is gonna have the same thing, which that's always a plus, but there is no gain to having this nose. It just looks cool. So we're gonna move into the categories, and the first category we check out is carve. That's how well the board turns and stays locked in. We go 1 through 10. 1 meaning it's super loose, 10 meaning it's locked in. Now for this one, I felt like with the twin fin setup, it can be loose at times, but at the same time, the rail back here gets pretty sharp, so that digs into the wave pretty well. Overall, I think it handled great. I think this game is gonna come in at an 8.5 on the scale. Next thing we're gonna move to is stays in wave. That goes 1 through 10. 1 means it struggles, 10 means it's super fast and almost running into the boat. Just trying to stay in the pocket with this board wasn't really an issue. Typically with these performance style boards, they're made to be ridden and not just cruising. So there was moments where I needed to kind of get a little bit of a pump to stay in the pocket, but if you find the sweet spot, you can hang in there no problem. This board lands a 7 out of 10. The next thing we want to check out is speed. How much speed can we get out of this thing? Like I said, the tail on this board is pretty sweet. Those squared off tails give you a little bit more power and drive when you're pumping down that line. So overall, the speed lands an 8 out of 10. Another category we check out is pop. Pop, we go 1 through 10. 1 is no pop, 10 is, to the moon. And like I was talking about earlier, with this Dark Arts layup, it's very responsive, and that goes with obviously building speed. Just you feel it all, and it's immediate. And that goes with the same thing with trying to get airs. That pop, it's just very snappy. You're not gonna miss it. You know exactly when and what you wanna do, it's gonna do it. So I really enjoyed the pop on this. It had plenty of it. This is gonna be a 9 out of 10. The last thing we talk about is the ability scale, and that's just kind of getting down to who this board's for. I will say this is an intermediate to an advanced board. This is an aggressive style surfboard. This is made to be ridden hard because that's what it can do. But if you're a beginner, you could get on this board. Do I think there's easier options for your first time surfing? Sure. But could you do this? Yes. And you can also progress on this board. Anything you want to do, it'll do it. It's all just up to you. That wraps it up for the Rusty Snaggle Tooth 2.0 Dark Arts Edition. This board is a banger in their line. If you want to check it out, maybe get you one, head over to that link in the description below and check them out. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe just so you know what's going on. And that being said, we'll see you on the next one.